From downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Hundreds of Detroit students are on the move where they will finish the year after concerns about mold inside their school.
Are you serious? That's your baby, whether she's sleeping or not. What is wrong with you?
A mother arrested after a baby is found left alone inside a car. Glad you're with us tonight at 11. Shoppers made the discovery with temperatures outside below freezing.
The baby was found in the parking lot of the Sam's Club in Southgate. That's where Jamont Terry is live tonight. So, Jamont, do we know how long the baby had been left alone?
That's still part of the investigation, Kimberly, but we do know when police rescued this child from the car, it was alert. Now, apparently someone pulled up and they saw the baby all alone in this parking lot. They quickly called 911. And I can tell you one thing, it turns out that the mother is believed to have left this baby in the car for just over an hour. And tonight, that mother is under investigation. Wednesday afternoon, the Sam's Club parking lot in Southgate gets filled with officers.
At that time, I thought that there was just a shoplifter, nothing big.
But Caitlin Walski quickly discovered the commotion outside was in fact something serious.
When I approached the vehicle, I saw the baby in the back seat.
It turns out a mother left her baby sitting in the car alone. Caitlin started recording with her phone just as officers found the mother.
How do you forget your baby?
The mother softly mumbles she did not forget her.
It don't matter. Are you serious? That's your baby, whether she's sleeping or not. What is wrong with you?
That mother told cops the child was asleep when she arrived to Sam's Club, and rather than wake her, she left the baby in the car.
If I go to a store and my daughter's sleeping, I'm sorry, you either have to wake up or we're going back home. I'm not going to just say, oh, hey, I'm going to leave you in the car.
Unbelievable. Mother of the year.
Police did cuff and detain the mother. That's when Caitlin says the mother's demeanor changed.
She wasn't crying because she was remorseful. She didn't even start crying until they arrested her.
Wednesday's temperatures were just at 32 degrees. It's believed the mother left the child for just over an hour in the cold.
Someone could have broke into the car. Someone could have kidnapped the baby. The baby could have grabbed something and choked on it. Let's just be thankful that nothing did. None of those what-ifs happened.
Again, police arrested that mother, but she has been released tonight. Now, there are two investigations underway, one by police and the second by Child Protective Services. Reporting live in Southgate tonight, Jamont Terry, Local 4.
I mean, there are just no words, Jamont. My goodness. Do we know how the baby's doing tonight? Where is the baby tonight?
Kimberly, it is the assumption that the baby is likely with another family member, but we do know that Child Protective Services are involved, so there's some limitations and some most definitely watchful eyes that have to take place over the next couple of days.
Yeah, well, at least it sounds like it's going to be okay as far as the baby is concerned. My goodness. Okay, yes. Jamont, thanks.
Parents and students of Palmer Park Prep finally getting some answers tonight on where they're going to be finishing the school year. The school's been closed since Monday due to concerns about the building. Now, to be clear, nobody knows if there is indeed a mold problem, but some mold has been seen in a classroom, and they know the roof continues to leak. Mara McDonald live at the school in the University District tonight. Mara, they're moving to a different school, but I guess everybody's moving to the same school, right?
Exactly, Devin. Here is the plan according to the superintendent. This coming Monday, all 558 students here are going to be moved along with their teachers, their staff, and their principal to the Detroit International Academy. Now, the superintendent stressed this is not these children going to the Detroit International Academy. They're merely moving their school, lock, stock, and barrel, temporarily.
So the question is supplies.
There were lots of questions tonight in an overflowing auditorium. Tempers flared a few times.
Ma'am, I can't hear people in the front.
But most parents really just wanted answers. The situation is this. Palmer Park's roof has been leaking for years. When faculty saw mold forming in a classroom, they threatened to walk out. The superintendent met with faculty yesterday and decided to move the whole school to a different building while they do an environmental study of what is here.
And if there is extent of mold is shown to be in the building, and we have a doctor to say that certain effects would come to that, then we'll deal with that as a district accordingly.
Palmer Park was already on a top 10 list for repairs. The roof was slated to be replaced in the spring. The district says it has a logistics plan in place to move students to their new school, which was the top worry for parents tonight.
They jumped right on it. They got to the problem. And they're getting our children out of this school to make sure that our children are safe.
But others are extremely concerned about the possibility of mold and other related illnesses.
They had been moved from Miss V's room to the computer lab 2 months ago, and I'm just finding this out last night. And they couldn't tell nobody. I'm so furious.
Back here live, DPS did have administrators from other nearby schools on hand if parents wanted to move their child out of this school into a different school while all this is happening. They have that option as well. Dr. Vitti also said that this is the plan currently to move those kids to the Detroit International Academy, but because this roof is being replaced, he expects everybody to be back here in the fall. We're live in the University District. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
All right, Mara, boy, the face of that mother told you. Yes, indeed, told you everything you need to know. Breaking news, an elderly man is critically injured in a violent crash.
Tim Pamplin is on Detroit's west side with the night cam. Tim?
We're at Livernois and Timon, that's 94 Livernois area. An 80-year-old man, lucky to be alive, in critical condition. He was driving that blue minivan you see there when he had some sort of medical emergency, hit that white vehicle. As he was having this episode, I'm being told possibly a heart attack, he took out several utility poles. DTE have now arrived on the scene. They're securing the electrical lines over there. Now, when police arrived, this man had no vital signs. Medics got here shortly thereafter, did CPR, brought him back around. Again, he's just been rushed to the hospital in critical condition. The two occupants of that white pickup truck sustained minor injuries. This intersection of Livernois and Timon will be closed for the next couple of hours. That's the scene on the west side with the night cam. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
Thousands of students across the country walked out of class this morning to demand change. The national movement was part protest for stricter gun laws and part tribute to the 17 lives lost at Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida last month. Detroit Cass Tech and Berkeley High School were just two of dozens of schools in Metro Detroit with organized walkouts. The call for action is not over, though. Students at Pioneer High School in Ann Arbor are leading a town hall tomorrow to protest gun violence in schools. Local 4 cameras were all across town today covering the walkout. We've put together an extensive page with video and pictures on our website. Just visit clickondetroit.com/walkout.
Students at Whitmore Lake Public Schools are going to be back in class tomorrow after a school shooting threat. The district was closed today after a threat was made in reference to shooting up a building. 4 teenagers, ages 16 to 18, were arrested. They're going to face a judge tomorrow afternoon. One weapon, we understand, was also seized as part of the investigation. Superintendent says schools will have an extra police presence for the rest of the week, at least.
Toy company Toys R Us is planning to sell or close all 800 of its stores in the U.S., including Babies R Us. Company management told employees its plan is to liquidate. The news comes 6 months after the retailer filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. The closures are expected to take place over time, and more than 30,000 employees are at risk of losing their jobs. A new study names the healthiest counties in the state. We'll have a look at what those numbers reveal about living in Metro Detroit coming up. And a rental nightmare. A homeowner trying to make a few bucks is out of $20,000. The mistake she made and how Airbnb is responding to the huge mess one guest left behind. Hi, Andrew.
Hey, Kimberly and Devin. Well, it's chilly out there, temperatures in the 30s and getting colder as we get closer to freezing. How low do temperatures go tonight? What about tomorrow? Any more sunshine? Do we see higher temperatures this weekend? I've got your 7-day forecast. Minutes away.
All right, Andrew, but first, taking down one of the most vicious, violent street gangs in Detroit.
This was the most violent gang in Northwest Detroit. Go do your job and find a way to take them down.
Up next, the defenders will take us inside a federal investigation.
In Ann Arbor, to me,
An undercover agent from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms is speaking out for the first time, revealing how the agency took down the vicious street gang in Northwest Detroit known as Band Crew. This gang was so bold they committed their crimes knowing they were on video and even flooded social media with photos showing them with deadly weapons and wads of cash.
Tonight, the leaders of that gang sitting in prison, and the agency that took them down warning others to stop the violence or suffer a similar fate. Defender Kevin Dietz takes us inside the investigation.
You're looking at video of Band Crew gang members in action. A ruthless crew that ran Detroit's northwest side until the feds teamed up with local police to take them down. They specialized in taking over gas stations. A few years ago, they were so brazen, they robbed customers and shot at rival gang members, all on video. They knew surveillance cameras were rolling. They simply did not care.
These guys were violent and had no regard for human life.
Now, for the first time, this ATF agent who worked the case is telling the tale of Band Crew in hopes other young people will choose a different path. We're disguising his voice and face to protect his identity.
We were told, this was the most violent gang in Northwest Detroit. Go do your job and find a way to take them down, and that's what we did.
Watch as a brazen Band Crew member pulls a gun and opens fire just because he didn't like the way a guy was looking at him.
They give him a dirty look. They walk out to their car, and he points the gun out the front door of the gas station and starts firing at them.
Detroit ATF Special Agent in Charge James Deere couldn't believe his eyes.
They felt emboldened to not only participate in a shooting, but then to remain at a gas station at an extended period of time after the shooting had occurred, where the gas attendant is calling 911 and they're sitting there contemplating, well, should we get a drink?
It's as if the gang doesn't think police will even show up. And that's because the community was scared to death to testify as witnesses.
And they're using guns as tools of intimidation for the folks that live in those communities, to threaten them and to try very hard to intimidate them from cooperating with law enforcement.
On another day, a customer is filling up. The Band Crew likes his expensive sunglasses, so they take them by force.
When that individual walks out with the glasses, they snatch the glasses. He goes to run after them, and you can see one of the gang members turn and fire a shot at the victim.
Not even women are safe.
He sees the iPhone and says, "You know what? I want that. It's mine." So he tells his gang member, his lieutenant in the gang, to go do it. He proceeds to take off the shirt that had his gang name and his gang nickname on it, turn it inside out, and he goes back, steals the phone by force, and runs off.
Local police asked for help, and the ATF jumped into action.
Their propensity for violence was just so extreme that it warranted the federal government to get involved with us.
Band Crew members were rounded up. They openly admitted to being in a gang and to posting photos with cash and weapons on social media. It was enough to go after the gang's leaders for running a criminal organization.
We're going to use the federal system and the resources of the federal government to remove these guys permanently from the community.
It worked. The fear of doing 30 years for racketeering led to guilty pleas in hopes of less prison time. The Band Crew was disbanded. The agents at ATF, gratified they played a part in making a difference.
Cases like this are really what make you get out of bed in the morning. If we can do something to make those streets just a little safer and to make them rest a little easier, this is why we do it.
The U.S. Attorney won 8 convictions against the Band Crew gang. 5 of the members went away for more than 5 years, 1 for more than 10. And the leader, Corey Mapp, who's just 23 years old, he will spend the next 18 years behind bars. The ATF saying they are not afraid to go after lawless gang members. Kevin Dietz, Defenders.
You almost hope they continue with the social media presence. They're just helping the prosecution
just putting it right out
fashion
there.
their own jail cell. Exactly. Here's a look at what Local 4 Defender Karen Drew is working on for tomorrow night at 11.
A side of firefighters we never see.
I probably should have made it out of this fire.
Opening up about post-traumatic stress.
We're no different than someone on a battlefield. The death and the destruction that we witness.
A candid conversation about the stress and mental health of first responders. Tomorrow at 11.
Here comes Andrew Humphrey. Today was, we keep saying, it was a little deceiving. If you just looked out at it.
Lukewarm.
It was one thing. Yes.
Yeah, experiencing yourself by stepping outside. Yeah, I know, a different story, but at least no snow for today. And we're going to look at some higher temperatures, mainly for this weekend. Until then, it does remain cold overnight and chilly during the day. Let's take a look at overnight lows first. Yes, if you're working the midnight shift or waking up early tomorrow morning, you'll experience temperatures in the 20s in no time. I mean, right now we're in the 30s, but we'll make it down to about 24 to 28 degrees here in the metro zone and in your neighborhood. Places like Dearborn, West Bloomfield, over to Clinton Township and other areas throughout all of southeast Michigan. Currently it's 35 degrees, 3 degrees above freezing. We've got overcast skies, but a wind of 9 miles per hour making it feel like it's below freezing. Wind chills right now are in the 20s, so that's a taste of how it will feel by tomorrow morning as those winds die down. So cold for tonight with clouds overhead, but remaining dry. Now tomorrow it'll still be chillier than average. We'll still have clouds, so that's going to really cap our temperatures in the 30s most of the day. Those clouds may produce a few flurries, but not enough to really slow you down too much, just enough to keep us on our toes. The higher temps come in and brighter conditions mainly for this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. I'll show you that in the 7-day forecast. Now it's just below freezing in places like Capac and Emmett, around 31 degrees, 32 for our friends and neighbors over in Ann Arbor, 33 in Dundee. Might have clouds overhead, but it's dry across all of southeast Michigan, and it remains dry overnight. Temperatures have gone down since earlier this afternoon. Remember when you joined me at 4, 5, 6? We were talking about winds up to 10 to 20 miles per hour, but now they're more like 5 to 10 miles per hour. Still making a difference. I mean, it feels like 24 if your skin's not protected over in Sandusky, so you'll still need coats, hats, scarves, and gloves, whether it's overnight or for tomorrow morning. Look at the folks in New York and New England still getting pounded by that nor'easter, or what's left of it, as it continues to pull away. We'll still see some disturbances with clouds overhead as we go through tonight and into tomorrow. Disturbances strong enough to produce a few flurries in the afternoon, but high pressure comes in from our west, giving us more stable air as we go into Saturday and Sunday. That means sunnier skies, and eventually we'll see some higher temperatures, easily breaking 40 degrees on both days. So tonight, temperatures down to about 27. We'll still see partly to mostly cloudy skies. Sunrise, still getting earlier and earlier, is at 7:45 on your Thursday morning. By Thursday afternoon, we're only up to around 37 degrees. Clouds will still be around, a few peaks of sunshine here and there, and just watch out for a scattered flurry or two after 2 p.m. and for the afternoon commute. Then sunnier skies, just in time for March Madness. Coming to town on Friday, a high temperature of 39 degrees. That's a bit better, but closer to 45 degrees on St. Patrick's Day on Saturday, closer to 50 degrees, more like upper 40s, but that certainly does look and feel nice, right? And that's on Sunday. Chilly or not, we said this before, spring still begins next Tuesday at 12:15 in the afternoon.
Whether it looks it or not.
Exactly.
Right.
All right, Andrew. A new lawsuit in the Takata airbag scandal. The accusations General Motors and other automakers now face in connection with the exploding airbags.
But first, a homeowner says an Airbnb guest caused $20,000 in damages to her home. The big mistake she says she made and the fight she's been in to get a response from Airbnb when we come right back.
The countdown till...
Because you're walking through my yard.
Oh, what a mess for a Texas Airbnb host. The homeowner says she's been in a month-long fight with Airbnb after a guest left her house a complete disaster area. Happened when she rented out her home for one night to a college student. Now, she says that was something that raised red flags at the very beginning, but she drove by her house that night to find the renter throwing a big party with hundreds of guests, leaving $20,000 in damages.
They would take the Jell-O shots, and I don't know, it looked like they were smashing them against the wall. Like they had no respect.
Now, it took a few weeks, but eventually Airbnb responded, says the homeowner will be reimbursed for the damages under the company's $1 million host guarantee.
All right, in good health tonight, Wayne County is named the unhealthiest in Michigan. A new study looked at more than 30 factors, including poverty, education, transportation, housing, and jobs, to determine the rankings. Other counties in our area fared much better. Livingston County came in third. Washtenaw County was right behind at fourth. Oakland County made it into the top 10, and Macomb County comes in at 53rd. 3 new class action lawsuits were filed against major car companies today, including 2 of the big 3 here in Michigan. The lawsuit says General Motors, Fiat Chrysler, along with Volkswagen and Mercedes, all knew the dangerous problems with Takata airbags, but delayed taking action. The Takata airbag recall is the largest in U.S. automotive history, with close to 49 million cars affected. The plaintiffs say some of the automakers knew about the dangers as early as 2003.
Former President Barack Obama has come through with what's become a bit of a tradition for him. He's revealed his annual NCAA tournament bracket. Spartan Nation will be happy about it. His Final Four is Virginia, North Carolina, Villanova, and the Spartans, with Michigan State winning the national championship over the top-seeded Cavaliers. He has Michigan getting to the Sweet 16 before falling to the aforementioned Tar Heels.